Hello, Michael Finn, Holistic Exercise and Lifestyle Coach, and today is kind of like lesson 2. It's the continuing of building strength in the lower body for athletic performance and life performance and feeling great. So, the lower body is what we opened up before. So in my last video, and I'll put a link to it in the description here, is opening up the feet and the calves. So we want to start here. People build up a lot of strength in their hips, but then they can't apply that strength and force from the hip down through the foot because the foot's not strong enough to handle it. So you get these people that talk about, oh yeah, I got to wear really supportive shoes, or I got to wear high tops, or blah, blah, blah. That's a weak lower leg. That's not anything else other than the fact that you're weak in the lower leg and maybe too strong in the upper leg. You need to have a balance between the two. The other big part is your feet are directly related to your core in your midsection. So if you want a stronger core and you want a better functioning core, you need to have better functioning feet, because the signals run back and forth. The core tells the feet what's going on up top, and the feet tell the core what's going on down at the ground so that your body can adjust. So especially if you want to move faster on the playing field or not trip so much around the house or out in the park or whatever else, you need to have really good functioning feet. It's why I do the majority of my workouts barefoot, except for the ones where I'm actually on a really hard surface like the track or a street or something like that. So we've done the opening up of the feet in the other video. Now we're going to start strengthening the feet. All right? So we're going to use a step. And I've got a fancy little stool here that I've got a yoga mat rolled up, folded over like twice, so I got 4 layers of yoga mat between me and the step, so it's nice and good and padded and it's soft and it's squishy, so it doesn't actually hurt the feet. That's an important thing too. We don't want to cause pain while we're doing this. So, and I'm going to have the balls of my feet up on top of the step and my heels hanging off the step. And I've got a wall in front of me that I got my hands on for support and balance, so that we have good stability there. Okay, my belly button's in, I'm nice and tall, so that we can work the feet really well this way. So we're hanging those heels down, we got the balls of the feet up here on the step, and so that's kind of like our stretch position at the bottom. And then you're gonna push through those balls of the feet and all the way through your toes so that you go as high up onto your big toe as you possibly can, contracting those calf muscles. And then you're going to slowly lower all the way back down into that stretch. And when you lower back down to that stretch, I actually want you to try to use the muscles on the front of your shins, called the anterior tibialis, and I want you to try to pull your toes up off of the step, so that now just the ball of your foot is hanging on the step, but your toes are like actually up a little bit. And that way we pull ourselves down deep into that stretch. And then I want you to push through the balls of your feet again, all the way up through your big toe, and then lower all the way back down. Now the more that you opened up your feet and your calves in the other video, the better you're going to function here and the farther you're going to be able to go. And the more that you work on it, the better you're going to get. So sink down, hold that stretch for a good 2 to 3 seconds, and then really push all the way up and through and hold all the way up to the top for 2 to 3 seconds. And then lower down nice and slow so that you build strength through the whole range of motion. Now once you get good at doing both feet at the same time like I'm doing right now, then you can switch to one foot at a time. So that I'm going to pick my left foot up. And so now I'm sinking down with my right heel off, and the ball of my right foot is still up on the step. And I'm sinking way down there, and I'm turning on those muscles on the front side of my shin, lowering that heel all the way down, getting a good stretch through my calf. And then I'm going to push the ball of my right foot and drive all the way up onto my right big toe, using the wall for balance still. And then I'm going to lower myself all the way back down into that stretch. Nice and slow and steady. And this way I build strength through the arch of my foot and in through my calf. You'll probably feel the muscles up here in the top part of your calf, just below your knee, working really hard. Okay, and that's developing strength through all of those muscles in through there. Pushing through the ball of that foot, driving those toes in there, and developing all that strength, and then lowering all the way back down into that stretch. Slow and steady. So after you've done a certain number of repetitions on the right side, keep track of that. You want to do the same number of repetitions over on the left side and switch to the other side. Same thing, sinking that heel all the way down, driving through the ball of the foot all the way up onto those toes, and then lowering slowly all the way back down into that range of motion so that we get a good stretch at the bottom. And this way we develop strength through the entire range of motion of the actual exercise. And this makes you strong no matter what position you're in, on the playing field or around your house or while you're running around with your kids or whatever else. And that way we reduce the risk of injury and we improve the level of performance. And that's what we are all about. We want to be happy and healthy throughout our whole life and function really well. Okay? So that's how we start. That's kind of like the basic part of strengthening the feet. And then I will have another video after this one for part 2 of strengthening the feet. So practice this a little bit and check out my other video, and I hope you all have a happy and healthy day.